Welcome to the channel. Today I am going to show you the major update about AI QA workflow. The AI QA workflow is an open source toolkit that connects AI code agents like Cursor, Claude Code with test management system. It uses /command and NCP integrations to automate the full QA lifecycle, tracing requirements in Jira, planning tests, design test cases, syncing them to TestLink, and even generate demo presentation, all driven by Markdown files that AI agent can follow. In this video, I will show you how to use it. I built /command for AI coding agents to do QA work. It worked pretty good at first, but as I added more rules, formatting, edge cases, decision tree, the command files got really long. One day I noticed the AI start missing steps. It skipped a section in a flowchart. It gave me test cases where the title said one thing, but the objective said something else. The test steps were partly correct, partly wrong, and it wasn't just one command. This is happened with anywhere I had a long file. The AI would lose track of what to do halfway through. So I made a big change. Let me show you what I start with. In version 1.0, I had 3 main command files. Here is Jira trace. First, the Jira trace command have 209 lines. It fetch tickets, follow the link, pulled in conference document, and organize everything, all in one file. Not the worst, but still a lot of context for AI to do. Next, the test planning command, 1271 lines. This is the big one. One file tries to handle everything, detect if you are testing a new feature, a bug fix, or an enhancement, gather info from Jira and the conference, then create a full test plan, all different workflow mixed together. The AI had to read the whole thing and figure out which part to follow. This one is test case design. 814 lines for creating test cases, features, bug fix, enhancement, all in one file, plus HTML formatting rule for TestLink, quality check templates. These 3 files over 2,200 lines total. Too much context for one command. The AI would start strong at the top, but by the time it got halfway through, it started mixing things up. Step would reference the wrong section. That's the problem with single instructions. So I broke them apart. A short tiny entry point command read your project, figure out what kind of work it is, and route you to the right specialist command. Each specialist does exactly one job, and every command ends with a clear next step. Here's what to run next. Jira trace pipeline. The old Jira trace markdown file do everything. Now I have a little one. It is the entry point. It calls 3 subcommands in sequence: fetch, structure, and document. The Jira trace fetch pull the ticket and all link issue. Jira trace structure organize what it found into project files. Jira trace document fetch related Confluence page. Each one does its job and passes the result to the next. That's a sequential pipeline. Compared to the old file, same result, but now each pipeline is small enough that the AI don't lose track. Test workflow. This is where the two big single files become 13 focused commands. Test plan initial markdown file. This is the start point for test planning. It reads your project files, detect what type of testing you need, new feature, bug fix, or enhancement, and tell you which command to run next. That's all it does. One job. Test plan feature. Feature test planning only. Nothing about bug fix, nothing about enhancement, just feature. The test plan review. It ready your test plan, build a coverage matrix, check for gaps. The version 1 do not have the review step. You just went through from planning to writing test cases. We used to review test plan manually and check the coverage by yourself. We have a new command for test planning review. Review the coverage. After test plan reviewed, we go to the test case initial command. It read the test plan. This is test case feature. It write test cases. This is test cases review. Check every test case. Are the objective clear? Are the steps specific? Are the expected results measurable? We do not have a test case review command before. We do it manually by human. Now we have a new command to help us. Now we go to TestLink sync and demo pipeline. We do not just push everything to TestLink, to the test case management system. It compares your local test cases against what's already there. If a case exists and hasn't changed, it will skip it. If it is new, it create it. If it changed, it push, it update it. Think of a tool like Git diff, but for the test management, the project management demo content. It generates demo presentation content. This one is the demo review. So after the review, the demo PPT, it will generate a PPT file from the result. We can use the demo email for announcement. These 4 commands work together instead of one giant file. So we have 3 different commands can handle the AI QA flow. Now let me show you how to use it. If you do not have this command yet, you can use git pull from the repository and issue the command make install. it will install to your user folder, home user folder. And if you already have the command, you have to do it carefully. If you think the command still work, and you should not do the update. And basically, I recommend everybody to have your own command and do your modify. Let's run the Mac install. So the command is installed to the user folder and the Claude commands. Also installed to the cursor command. But actually, the cursor will read the Claude command folder too. Let's try Claude Code. Slash. You can see the Jira trace here. Here is the basic execution for the slash command. So if you enter the Jira trace, it will require a project or conference page number to tracking the whole project. And you actually need the ncp command, ncp tool setup. Let me show you this one. This one is the ncp tool from GitHub. If you're using the Claude Code, you need to issue this command to set up your code agent to connect to the Jira with this tool. The code agent will initial a NCP client, and the client will using the NCP protocol to the NCP server. Server will run the API for you. This one is another option, UVX. If you're using the cursor, this one is for the cursor. The document is a cheat sheet I prepare for everybody. I also prepare some useful NCP server for you guys. For example, this one is NCP Playwright. Playwright actually a browser NCP server. It can control your browser. It also can run in a Docker. If you run in a Docker, it will using the headless mode. So after you running the setup, basically your code AI agent can control a browser its own. It's very useful for the GUI testing. No matter verify the test step or running the test case. I also implement a Radius SQL NCP. So as you know, the free Radius can read the user from a SQL server. So I run NCP server on it. So if the Claude Code client or cursor client using the NCP client code to the remote, you can check the authentication or accounting from the AI code agent. This one is the NCP TestLink. TestLink is a very old test case management. Very few people using it now. And this one is an example. So if your company do not using the TestLink, you have to find out a way. I mean, even the company, the test case management provide an NCP server. If not, you can write your own. It's not very hard to write an NCP server. If it called the API or something else, even CLI, it's been easier today. This one is write by my own. TestLink do not have the NCP server. So this one is also my repository. So the AI QA flow, the main goal is using the IDE, the code AI agent, to operate many things. So release our minds. the QA is mine, everybody's mine, to care more important things. This one is the WPA NCP. As you know, the WPA subcon can control by WPA CLI or configuration file. I write an NCP server for you, so you can control the wireless client from the IDE. This one is the NCP server configuration cheat sheet for you guys. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This is the major update, the version 2 of AI QA Flow. This is how I think about a modern quality assurance should do things. Thank you. Thank you for watching.